After a huge rising, the worth of Bitcoin is all of a sudden dropping down to a level where it has been kept up with in advance. The ongoing video about Bitcoin's worth guess will examine the inspiration driving why we can at any rate figure that the cost should go higher, whether it drops lower first. In any case, going before whatever else, what are we going to check out? It seems like all the basic help locale for Bitcoin were broken yesterday. Lately, we saw how much exchanging and saw that the most outrageous cost was around $37,300. Moreover, taking into account history and how costs have moved in advance, it seems like this district has been a basic level. Each time we endeavored this level, the cost brought down back. Bitcoin is endeavoring the degree of help. Once more, we haven't seen a lot of progress, and we really dropped even lower. Our costs are extreme. Right when the cost plunges under 37,450, we begin checking the less expensive connect. This low worth region got no responses here. We move forward down towards the primary levels of the day. By and by, for what reason is this level extra a relative? Since there are a large number getting together. Just from where we began to where we are at this point, are euphoric and influential individuals. Furthermore, we can in addition utilize the conventional worth not permanently set up thinking about the month-to-month possible increases of the things. I haven't shared this on YouTube or Twitter at this point. At this point, I will show it to you now. Might we at some point review the continuous second? The Elliott with counting. The ongoing second, we are reasonable perceiving how the cost of Bitcoin is creating. A few days sooner. We as of late talked about it. Bitcoin wrapped up, we have completed the B wave, and it seems like we completed the C Elliott wave moving downwards as well. Regardless, this subsequent we are encountering strong regions for an in help. In light of everything, things are not precisely as immediate as A, B, C, yet rather more like WXY. We should begin now with our L2-fold combo wave utilizing our WXY on the grounds that we completed our A, B, C here. We can basically say this will be. We at this point, on the off chance that Bitcoin advances forward down, it is basically moving in a plunging bearing. Along these lines, there will be an ABC plan in our W, and likely in our X wave and Y wave as well. Subsequently, it appears as though we are as of now screwing with how individuals feel. Right when the market went up, everybody, including myself, felt significantly better and certain. I acknowledged I needed to get another hero hello since it looked extraordinary when I looked at it. We looked great and felt certain when we suddenly went up quick. Be that as it may, for the present, expecting the cost continues to fall, WXY will probably be the right count. Along these lines, in the event that we utilize the Fibonacci time contraption and take a gander at the ceaseless time, we need to find a connection between our W wave and our Y wave. Considering everything, we are utilizing an instrument to gauge the W wave and setting the third move toward the beginning of the Y wave after the X wave. Thusly, it seems like Bitcoin could go down soon, perhaps until the 21st of November. In the year 2023. On the off chance that we continue to come these lines, we could continue to move sideways and a little lower in the going with a few broadened time frames. We want to appear at our 1-to-1 Fibonacci level and hit our next colossal cost targets. From this point forward, individuals will probably make some petition from being extravagantly insatiable and could endeavor to become wary or dubious. This is considering the way that we will appear at major help levels. Individuals could work out our all-out will go under 30,000, yet we comprehend that we have a lot of cash open. Regardless, we should take a gander at our future cost places before we inspect the particular costs with Fibonacci. After a fundamental influence, Bitcoin is at this point seeing an astounding dismissal into our help district. In the present Bitcoin cost supposition video, we'll analyze the justification for why we ought to at any rate figure that new highs should be made, whether we right currently first keep on dropping lower. In any case, most importantly, what we will see. It truly is apparently that all of our basic help areas yesterday on Bitcoin were unfortunately broken towards obstruction. All we did yesterday, surveying the whole upper cost activity with our volume, we saw that we honestly have our worth area high and additionally our place of control at around $37,300. Essentially, overall talking and taking a gander at our undeniable cost development, it truly seems appreciate that this particular locale was a significant level in light of the fact that each and every time we retested the level, we got a response back towards downside. Bitcoin began to retesting our help with 9 around here. We haven't unequivocally gotten any basic responses towards the conceivable increment, and we just dropped even lower back under our worth locale high. Precisely when we plunge under our worth region high under 37,450, we began looking towards the worth area low. This worth region low besides tragically didn't hold no responses here. We kept on dropping even lower towards the ordinary high term time period levels. $5,500 plus. For what reason is this level on the spot holding, since we genuinely have various conjunctions unequivocally on here, from our swing low back to our swing high? Astonishing individuals conventionally show by and large at our ordinary high term time frame area of help. Besides, we could apply our month-to-month respect weighted standard cost. You will see that it is in addition going to land by and large at the gold Fibonacci degree, furthermore around at our regular high term time frame area of help. So I really feel that right at this point you're asking yourself, is Bitcoin previously going to go on with its way towards the conceivable expansion, or could we whenever perhaps first expect one more push down before one more gigantic move towards the potential increment can be anticipated on the Bitcoin regard itself? What I will show you at this moment, I haven't presented to you in any YouTube accounts, furthermore not on Twitter. So we should look at this moment. The Elliott with count. We are generally likely right at this point shaping on the value development of Bitcoin. A couple of days sooner, we as of late analyzed that Bitcoin wrapped up. It's a wave here. We got the B wave, and also it seems like we finished our C Elliott wave back towards drawback here. Notwithstanding, the thing is correct considering the way that right now we are seeing a huge dismissal towards inconvenience. We might be inspecting for sure a confounding remedy occurring. That being said, not A, B, C any longer, yet genuinely WXY.SO, we should go right now with our L twofold combo wave here with our WXY. On the grounds that we finish our A, B, C here, we can essentially say this will be our W. Precisely when we got it pushed towards the reasonable increment, we got our X wave. In addition, as of this second, on the off chance that we keep dropping lower, Bitcoin is essentially framing its Y wave towards downside. At this point with our WXY, every one of them is a fix in itself. That being imparted, ABC in our W, then, obviously an ABC in our X wave here or some likeness thereof, and also some sort of an ABC fix in this way is all around presumably then going to be framed in our Y wave. Accordingly, it truly seems like we are correct as of now playing with individuals' feelings. Right when we got a push towards the conceivable increment, get everybody very bullish here. Besides myself, I was bullish here. I was surely expecting a faultless Harrow great news, generally taking into account the way that focusing in on the volume, it was completely looking through from a veritable perspective great. In like manner, we were totally looking especially extremely bullish when we got this unbelievably ill-advised push towards the conceivable expansion. Be that as it may, as of the ongoing second, in the event that we really keep on dropping lower, WXY is overall no question going to be the right LNA2F count. That being said, tolerating we go right currently similarly with our Fibonacci time, we truly need to see some time relationship with our W wave and our Y wave. That being said, evaluating the whole W wave with our Fibonacci time instrument and placing the third move toward the beginning of our Y wave around the fulfillment of our X wave. Thus, when we see this at the present time, it truly seems like that we could genuinely be expecting the update stage on Bitcoin until, might we at some point basically express, 21st of November, 2023. As such, expecting that we are apparently that, we can in any case be moving in a sideways cost activity or some likeness thereof, ideally scarcely lower towards obstacle in the approaching days, in the looming weeks, until we are genuinely going to appear at our 1-to-1 Fibonacci expansion level, and until we are truly going to appear at our significant next cost targets. I would concur. Tolerating we begin going ceaselessly lower in the next few days. Individuals will escape from unquenchability as of this second, most presumably to an impartial or something like that, while perhaps not even critical, since we are emphatically going to begin hitting some fundamental help regions here. Individuals will figure we will plunge under 30,000, not unnecessarily distant. Yet moreover we will recognize we truly have a great deal of liquidity. Absolutely under our past lows. Also, before we really discuss our precise cost targets moreover with the Fibonacci, however this second, we should inspect what will be. We move from a high component a beat spot, then, at that point, back to a high point down. It appears we as of late hit our most significant cost target, which was 0.at the present time. The most convincing thing I truly need for Bitcoin is to have a lower low. Assuming we have changed our bundle and counting altitude, and it is cautious now, we are focusing. Moreover, you can see here, a tiny bit of lower than our last low is a tremendous degree of help for the afternoon. Besides, review that I alluded to it a piece of a month sooner. Bitcoin has colossal pile of cash open at the level it dropped to as of now. Appropriately, we were investigating how Bitcoin moved forward up with practically no breaks. This shows that nobody has sold their Bitcoin at this particular cost at this point. Okay, Fibonacci augmentation starting with 1 point, then on to the accompanying. Essentially, the most raised level of help we with canning recommendation will be here as of now. Additionally, we have tremendous store of cash, 34,000 US dollars, and we are putting 200 US dollars in Bitcoin. Accordingly, what we can say right as of now is that expecting the cost of Bitcoin goes down, and tolerating it begins hitting our basic help levels. We comprehend that a tangled fix is going on. Baffled fix, this WXY is probable going to end around here. We are speculating that the cost of Bitcoin should reach $40,000 after we wrap up doing explicit improvements. At this moment, I truly need to feature something fundamental. We are seeing a bullish CDD uniqueness occurring. We are seeing a more subtle low on our CDD marker. Bitcoin is making an uncommon disillusionment. The ongoing second, this is a positive sign. The current second, we are seeing that the cost of Bitcoin is being held. Therefore, overall, this shows that Bitcoin is doubtlessly going to go up in respect. This second, we are as of now going up at the top of the hour, 2-hour, and 4-hour periods of time. Positively picking what is happening in this specific district. Despite the way that we just examined our WXY remedy, it's essential to see the value in that you are conflicting with the model if you truly have any desire to enter another short or sell here. Notwithstanding, expecting you recognize that Bitcoin will continue onward down, and we will complete our correction with inconceivable bet everything, then we can contemplate selling at a really look at district. On the hourly chart, we will at first find where our volume is. Thusly, when we take a gander at the best costs and how much was exchanged, we can see that the most by and large saw cost and the high worth district are around 27,200 USD. Here, a little lamentable response, then a positive response, then another negative response. It seems like the region around 37,000 will be an unbelievable region to move past this second. If you have any desire to trade something short, make a point to set a stop difficulty, since we are conflicting with the model. I will put the stop disaster over our past most fundamental point and bet everything lower low, which will give us a fair wager to reimburse degree. Lately, we tracked down another degree of opposition at 27,897 US dollars. This will be our new level. In the event that we truly go over the gold Fibonacci degree, we are likely needing to break our past highs dependably. That is the clarification we want to utilize a stop disaster on the off chance that Bitcoin will go under our gold Fibonacci degree. Before long, in direct terms, this one looks positive. Our CDD marker shows that we are holding at a similar rate. Expecting we utilize our cash stream indicator, so going from our swing high, back towards our swing low, back towards our swing high, it is apparently that our most essential some sort of a cost target was by then hit, which was our 0.618 Fibonacci expansion. In any case, I, believe it or not, ought to see a lower low to be framed on our Y wave. So, in the event that we are searching for a lower low on our Y wave, we are basically searching for us to break the low of our W wave, correct? Moreover, our next target, expecting we know this, is genuinely going to be conclusively worked with Fibonacci at 34,750. The essential thing that I need to see right now for Bitcoin to be shaped is generally going to be a lower low. Tolerating our WXY change is right on the right altitude count. We are correct as of now focusing in on. Also, what you can very see here, genuinely under our past low, we really have our ordinary reach from time span area of help, another essential level. Likewise, other than recollect, a short time prior, I as of late inspected it. Bitcoin has a great deal of liquidity unequivocally under our past low. Believe it or not, other than perhaps I even have a facilitator of liquidity unequivocally on here. So you can see we were discussing continuous lows being framed when Bitcoin was pushing towards the conceivable increment, which essentially right by and by gathers none of the liquidity at this particular region has genuinely been taken. So, change Fibonacci expansion. Besides, our customary high time period area of help will with being unequivocally on here. Besides, additionally, even our essential liquidity levels, unequivocally 34,000, we should simply say 200 US dollars on Bitcoin are being set conclusively on here. Thusly, what we can right at present say, expecting Bitcoin goes lower, on the off chance that Bitcoin is really going to begin hitting our huge help locale here. We know, okay, complex amendment is going on. Complex change, this WXY is more likely than not satisfaction around this particular locale. Also, we can be searching for a pristine broad solicitation by position, considering how after our fix is done here, we are generally likely looking towards the 40,000 US dollars region on Bitcoin to be hit truly. Before long, something central that I need to raise the current second, we are forming a bullish CDD uniqueness. We are illustrating a lower low on our CDD pointer, while Bitcoin is framing a shimmering clean higher low. So this right at this point is really a bullish distinction. We are as of right at this point seeing some upkeep occurring in the Bitcoin